do
This
some kind of
conference will now be
sort of
recorded.
operations on this particular thing. And this is the pandas. Mainly it can help you for data analysis purpose. So when you click on this one, so first we should go for install that one, and there we have some kind of documentation related thing. Just click on the get started. Okay, so thing is that download anaconda for your operating system, and the latest Python version we can use it. After that one we can able to go for open your Jupyter Lab notebook. And if you want to know the what will be the version if you're using, if you want to know it, then that particular library name and dot underscore underscore version underscore underscore. With help of this one you can able to know it which version we are using it. Okay, so a lot of 10 minutes of video recording is there, but when you click on the get started thing, then it will give you a lot of information. So like so getting started guidance, and to the user guidance, and for API references and developer guidance. Okay, so here there are 5 different guides are there. So let's click on the get started thing. You can click on it. So when you click on this one, if you want to be install the pandas in your local computer, so after you are open the terminal, then with help of this command we can able to install it. Or else with help of the pip install pandas also we can able to install the pandas library in your Python software. Okay, so here we have a lot of introduction part. We have it. What kind of data does pandas is handle? So usually pandas is nothing but which is it will be used for to handle the data for analysis purpose, or else for extraction purpose, what some kind of analytical operations we can perform. By the time the pandas is the library, it can help you. So when you click on the plus symbol, so when you are working with the tabular data, such as, so when you are working with the tabular data, that means the data stored in spreadsheets or databases, pandas, in the right tool for, so when the data will be like in a different sources like databases or data stored in data spreadsheets, by the time the pandas will help a lot. So the pandas will help you to explore, clean, process your data. Okay, so when you want to be process your data, explore your data, and cleaning your data, then pandas will help you. Okay, in a pandas, the table which is something like we are calling it's a data frame. So in a pandas, whatever the data you are created, so that will be have is some kind of tabular format, that means rows and columns format. Then this is the thing we are calling it say a data frame. Okay, so how do I read and write the tabular data? So when you want to read and writing into the tabular, when you want to read and write into the tabular format, tabular data, then the pandas supports the migration with many files formats. Like we can work with the CSV, you can work with Excel, we can work with okay, data JSON, HDF5, SQL, GBQ, HTML. The data can be in a different sources, different formats, and from the different type of files also you can able to read it. And whatever the data you have it, that you can able to save it in a different file formats like CSV, Excel, HTML. Okay, so you can perform it. That is not an issue at all. Okay, clear or not? Hello, hello, hello. Gino, Nikhil, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Kaveri, Neelam not at joined till now. Can you please update her once?
Yes, I have updated.
Okay, so you understood, right? Or should you can able to read it and write it into the table. So for that one, we can have some kind of APIs are there. So the first API is read underscore. With help of the read underscore and data frame dot or else pd dot reading the data, as well as if you want to store the same data into a different file format, then we can able to use the to underscore save. Okay, so to underscore save will help you to create the data frame, but read is a data frame. It can help you to read the data from the data frames. Okay, so how do I select the subset of a table? See, for example, this is the huge table, right? From this particular huge table, we how what basis we can able to require this middle data. Okay, selecting and filtering specific rows and columns, filtering the data in a conditions, methods are slicing a string and extracting the data you need to available in a pandas. Okay, so you can able to do some kind of sort of operations on the data. By the time you can able to use some other libraries also. Okay, so now in a pandas, if you want to plot anything, then make sure that we can do it, but make sure that we should have the knowledge of the matplotlib. If you're not having, if the candidate is not having the matplotlib, you don't worry, the further sessions we need to gather the more information. Okay, clear or not? Hello. Here, there are no need to loop over all the rows and tables to calculation. Data manipulation in the columns can work elementary wise, adding the column to a data frame based on the existing data in order to the columns are straightforward. Okay, when the columns are straightforward, then we can able to add the some existing data also. Okay, there are some kind of statistics we will use it in a this particular thing. So which are the mean, median, min, max, counter? These are the calculators, these are the statistical calculators. These are custom aggregation can be applied in the entire data set, and the slicing window of the data are grouped by category, the letters also known as the split, apply and combine process. Okay, so you can use the statistics, and the statistics we already learned. And so we all, I mean, I think I was explained previously, right? I think you are already aware of the knowledge of the statistics. Once if we are having the aware of the knowledge, if we are, once we have a knowledge in the matplotlib or statistics, changes of the structure of your data table in a multiple ways. We can melt your data in tabular from the wide log, wide pivot from the log and the wide. This aggregation will be pivot table created in a single command. So we can have like filters or some other things. We can perform it. Just I may just explain it and what kind of operations we can perform it. And when we have the two data frames, that we can make it as a new table with the help of the concatenation. And so you can handle the time series data. Pandas is a great support for time series and an extensive of tool for working with the dates, time, and time indexed data. Okay, so this is just a theoretical part what I explained. This is just a get started thing, right? But but here we have the developer or user guide is there. If you click on this one, so we can have a lot of information. So if you want to creating the object creation, viewing the data, selection, missing data, operations, merging, grouping, reshaping, time series, categories, and plotting, getting data in and out. So gotchas. So this is what it's a basic things. And coming to the introduction to data science, data structures, series and data frame, and head and tail, attribute and underlying data, accepted operations, flexible binary operations. Like we have many operations concepts also there. So essentially basic functionalities and tools like this can be supporting the CSV, JSON, HTML, LaTeX, and XML, and open document spreadsheets and binary files, and clipboard, pickling, and MSC pack. So like this, we have most of the clients are there to use the services of the Pandas. Okay, clear? So multi-index and advanced index, hierarchical index, advanced index in hierarchical index, sorting multi-index, take methods, and we can apply working on the text data and working in the missing data, duplicate label, categorical data, categorical data. So like something like object design, categorical type, description, working with the category, sorting, order, comparison, operation, data mugging, getting data, missing data. So these are all things we can perform in the category of the data. Okay, and table visualization, short visualizations, and time data. So a lot of information is there, but it will be very complicated to finish all the things. But so how we can able to create the data frame, and how we can able to read it, and that we can see it in initial days, nothing else, nothing else. So if you click on this particular object creation, then so the data frame which is available in a series format, and date range is there. Okay, and viewing the data, so lot of operations also there. So can you please execute one or two statements if you are able to see it? Can you please note it this one? So the pandas which is supporting like series data, series series operation, series data set, data structure it can be follow, and date range also it can be follow, data frame also it can be follow. There are three type of operations or three type of objects we can able to create it with help of the pandas. Okay, so this is the data creation. So by the time we should go for using the uh, columns as like keys, and the corresponding data will be like its our value that we can able to storing into the curly braces. Okay, that data we should provide to the some variable. That variable we are calling it say data. Okay, the meanwhile we can able to find out the data types of the each and every column with help of the d type. Okay, so here we have some kind of operations are there, or methods are so there. So after the data frame dot, and if you press the tab space, then which is displaying the duplicate, difference, describe, the combine, count, copy, column, clip. So C based things will be those things, and B based things are the which is something like bool and box plot. Okay, and A will be like it's apply map, apply, append, any, and lot of methods it is supporting. Okay, you can go ahead with help of the, just a minute. Okay, so let's take head is the method which is displaying the first five records of that particular data frame. Okay, this is the data frames. We can able to read it from the Excel data sets and different areas. We can able to read it. Tail will be used for to display the last five columns, last five records. Indexes will help you to display the all the indexes. Okay. So when we are using the index, then which is started giving the okay. Okay. So when we are using this particular index, we can able to go with accessing the only index numbers. Okay. So whatever the data frame we have it, that we can able to converting into the array with the help of the 2_numpy. Okay, in the meanwhile, when I am using the describe method, it will give you some kind of basic statistical values. So with the help of the T, we can able to transpose your particular data frame. Okay, and the sort underscore index, so this will be access equal to 1 and ascending equal to false, then that is time. So your indexing will be sorting, and it should be like it's a descending format. Okay. So here sort values by B, in the sense we are going to be taking the column is B, and for this particular, based upon from this particular B column, we are going to assigning in a descending format. Okay, so from this particular data frame, if you want to access the data, there we have somewhat lock and ilock methods will be there. So if I'm giving the directly column name, the entire column you can able to read it. But here when coming to this particular 0:3, that means from the 0 to 2, the entire records we should able to go for access it. Okay, meanwhile when we are using the date and time, so from date to date, whatever the data you are providing, so which is go for accessing that particular data itself. So meanwhile we have some kind of selection by label is there, like lock and ilock. Okay, and so at ilock methods are there, and like these are the methods will help you for to accessing the elements data with reference of the index values. Okay, so boolean index, in the sense we can able to provide you some kind of condition, and so based upon the condition we can able to go for accessing it. Setting, so here if you are creating the series, that you can able to go for checking that particular dates which will be equal to 0 or not, that we will able to find out. Okay, so alloc on missing data, in the sense it can be something like say none data actually. So the index equal to dates of 0 to 4, and the columns will be, it's a list of df dot columns. Okay, so this is the way we can rearranging and we can able to access. And so when the data will be like, when the data will be like none data will be there, that we can able to fill with some values also. And like we have some kind of operations like mean and median, and direct operations we can apply on it. So directly we can apply some kind of methods over here. Okay, so like merging operation. When we have the two kind of data frames are there, then those two data frames we can able to merge, and the meanwhile we can able to join also. Okay, grouping, you can do the grouping, same similarity things we can make it as the one group. So like reshaping, like two dimensions are converting into the three dimension, three dimensions are converting into four dimensions, something like we can able to reshape, and whatever the shape we require that we will do it. So what I'm trying to tell you, so go through this particular thing, and please go through this particular user guide, Gino. Okay, please finish it today after the session. Okay,
Okay. Okay. I'll try.
so please finish it. Tomorrow we will talk some examples of math for tips. Once it is
Mhm.
done, then we will have to directly apply machine learning concepts. If you are understood this particular libraries only, it can help you like scikit-learn, pandas, numpy. Okay, these all things we are going to be using in a further classes. Okay, please
Okay.
please practice this particular pandas just to understood, just to explore it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
Nothing
do.
else. This is just a library. Okay,
Yeah.
it's impossible to explain all functions. Lot many functions are there.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
Okay, Gino, bye.
Okay then. Bye. Thank you.